Self-shame is one of the major causes of loss of power and potential in people of color. It is literally like living with the brakes on. You don't have all of your power. You are not living with all of your power and cognitive ability. It doesn't matter what you have accomplished in life, the degrees, the titles, and the material possessions that you've accumulated. These things will not protect you from self-shame. Deep inside, you will still feel powerless. You will feel like an imposter, a second-rate human being pretending to be in alignment with your genetic structure. This is why it is imperative that you heal self-shame and remove it from your body so you can access your full power and your full potential to be happy, healthy, and experience the bouquet of life. To be ashamed of who and what you genetically are goes against every universal law and principle there is. I cannot say this enough. And it is having a devastating effect on you and those around you. It is something that you must get rid of. Self-shame is very toxic. However, increasing your power and creating zero resistance to your human potential starts with a deep love and appreciation of those who came before you. Believe me, your ancestors were amazing, good people. The proof that your ancestors were great men and women and heroes, the proof of this is that you are still alive, that you now live in a world that affords you the opportunity to create the highest version of yourself. These are called the facts. So be proud of your ancestors. Just like you, they were amazing, powerful, beautiful human beings, good people. Remember the Unbreakable anthem. We are genetically designed to be powerful, happy creators. So we must use our power and never view ourselves as a victim to anyone or anything. With a plan and consistent action, everything we want to be, do, and have is possible. If we are sad, we need a happiness plan. If we are unfocused, we need a focus plan. If we are overweight, we need a fitness plan. If we are uneducated, we need an educated plan. If we are broke, we need a money plan. If we are afraid, we need a courage plan. If we are sick, we need a wellness plan. If we are lonely, we need a relationship plan. Everything good in life starts by taking steps in the right direction. So take action and do the 3 steps for today's session. The takeaways from today's Unbreakable journey are, as a non-white person, we have to realize there is a good chance that we have been conditioned to be ashamed of our ancestors. Every man-made race on Earth can be controlled by a larger number of people and a more powerful military force. We should not be ashamed of our ancestors because they were taken over, controlled, or limited by violence, military force, and a larger number of people. Having military power over other man-made races does not make the man-made race with the military power and/or larger number of people genetically superior to the other man-made races they are oppressing. Our ancestors were not able to tell their own stories, and most of the stories that we have learned in school and through the media are very limiting and one-dimensional and disempowering. Bad things do happen to good people. Our ancestors were good people with good and bad in their communities, like all man-made races of people. Our ancestors were good, deserving people. They were not defeated or controlled and limited and made to feel like some kind of second-class citizen because they were weak, cowardly, or genetically inferior or bad. They were just outgunned and taken over through violence. Guilt and shame are very different. When we feel guilt, it is because of something we did wrong. Shame is much more negative and destructive than guilt. When we feel shame, we feel hopeless and powerless because we think who we genetically are is the problem. Self-shame is permanent if we don't heal from it. Self-shame is one of the most disempowering side effects of the man-made construct of race. Self-shame is much easier to overcome and heal from than most people think. To increase your power and create zero resistance to your human potential, it starts with a deep love and appreciation of those who came before us.
Until next time, stay conscious. Don't get lost in the illusion of race. You are the highest creation on earth. What one human being can do, all human beings can do. You are second to none. So keep the power and stillness in your mind and the love and happiness in your heart. Life is a balance between individualism and collectivism. So be kind to each other and help one another. Now use your power and get out there and learn and do whatever you need to create the life and happiness you desire and deserve. I'm out.